Hello YouTube, Iron here. In this video I'm going to tell you the story of how I started to fear death. It may be a really childish story, but well, I was a child then. It may be really stupid, and it may make no sense at all because I know a lot of people suffer really hard experiences that make them fear death. And my experience is really silly, but even then it is a proof of how your mind can really affect you, how your own imagination can control you, and how an event that's so simple can change your life. Well, I was in 5th grade. I had 11 years old. I used to have a couple of friends, really, because I was in a school that was full of people that were really eccentric. I don't know how to explain it. They were from not exactly rich families, but more or less. And they were really superficial. And I was really different from them. I was a really shy kid. I was really bad at sports. And I loved to read. For some reason, that was a good reason for them to hate me. And well, I have a couple of friends, but you know how kids can be at that age. Sometimes they want to be accepted by others, and kids can be really mean. So even if they were my friends, sometimes they didn't treat me really good. And I was so scared of I don't know, not of life, but of being alone, I think. I'm not sure, but everything I know is that my only real friend was my brother, and still is my best friend, and the time in school wasn't really good for me until I was like in high school or something. But well, continuing this story, a friend of mine told me that that day a meteorite was about to crash on Earth. At first, I didn't believe her, but she insisted that she saw it on the news. And it was true that that day a meteorite was about to pass like 10 times the moon, like that distance from Earth. It was not going to crash on it, but I don't know why I believe it. I was really innocent, and I started to cry. And suddenly, my life started to flash in front of my eyes. And I know it's really stupid, but I really believe it. And I was really sad because I was not going to be there with my family, because this girl told me that like around 1 o'clock this was going to happen, and it was like 11 o'clock in the morning. And well, I started to cry. A teacher came and told me, think about it, if a meteor was about to crash on Earth, the weather will be different and stuff like that. And I calmed down, but that day everything changed, because I started to ask myself a lot of questions that I have never asked myself before, like what if God doesn't exist? And what happens if I stop existing? And I was really scared because I came crying that day, and well, my father is a man that has always taught me to love books and knowledge, and he has a big library, and he had all the answers of the questions I had. And when I asked, what if God doesn't exist? He told me, I don't know, maybe not. And for the first time in my life, my parents didn't make me feel safe when I fear something. And that was devastating for me. I remember I used to cry every night because I felt so brave by the light of day, because you're doing stuff, but at night you're alone. I think when people fear darkness, it is because you are only with yourself, and being with yourself can sometimes be really scary. And every night the thought of stop existing came to my head, and I don't know how to explain it, but I could imagine it. It was like completely darkness, not moving, stop, like some kind of asphyxia. I don't know. I imagine it like that. And that fear has been in me since that day. It used to be paralyzing. I don't know, it made me have like so much fear that fear devoured my thoughts, and it didn't really let me be happy or completely happy, because I consider myself really not really happy, but stable. I don't know, I am really lucky of having a good life, of being able to study, of being able to be what I am. And I think I don't have any reason to complain or to feel that fear. I don't know how to explain it. I think there are a lot of people that suffer more than I do, and that really live life risky situations. I shouldn't be afraid of dying, but I am. And sometimes that fear, that paralyzing fear, comes back, but it isn't as it used to be. It is not that paralyzing anymore, but it still remains in one part of my brain. That's why I decided to share my story, and I started to talk about it with my parents. I had never really talked about it with them. I told my boyfriend, for example, and my brother and my friends, my closest friends. And right now I am doing it in YouTube, and I think it's an experience that needs to happen, because I think I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. I have a book of a Spanish writer called Unamuno, and he describes the same feeling that I have. It's called el sentimiento trágico de la vida, that it can be translated like the tragic feeling of life or of living. And it's that fear of stop being you, of losing consciousness of yourself. That's what I fear. And well, I know I'm not alone, and I hope I can find people that see this video and tell me their experiences, or some other people that help me to understand better that I need to love life and love even death itself. And well, that's my story. I can say I feel really good right now. As I said in my presentation video, I found these pagan religions whose ideas really helped me, because I remembered who I was, and I remember the love I have of nature. And if I love life, well, that is part of life, so I must learn to love it as well. or if not to love it, to respect it. And that's what I'm hoping for. Thank you for watching. I hope I can speak better with time and make better videos. Thank you if you're watching or commenting. I send you the best wishes. Bye.